Okay. So, meaning, o mogamit ka aning /27 na class C, therefore, in each of your network, you only have 30, it's either computer, printer, cell phones that could be connected here with a specific IP address. Okay? So, that is the meaning of this one. Now, the question is, ang ating question, let us check. Determine the network address range of the given IP address. So, asa siya nabilong. So, now, we know that the IP or the host is 32 in each. So, let me change na lang sa color siguro. So, okay. So, we know we have 32 hosts. So, basically, it's simple. Your host represents your magic number. So, magic number, which is 32. So, when you have 32, you look at the first 3. So, di ba? Class C man na siya, no? So, therefore, you have 192.168.1. You started with 0. That is your first network. Then, it will again start with plus mo na siya 32. So, you'll have 0 plus 32. So, you have 32. So, the next one is 192.168.1.32. So, next network nimo will start at this range. So, the third one is plus 32. So, the magic number, which is 64. So, therefore, your next one is 192.168.1.64. So, plus again with 32, you have 696, 6789. So, you have the fourth one is 192.168.1.96. The fifth one, because as it says here, we have 8 IP addresses. So, okay, we have the sixth one already, 7 and 8. So, the fifth one is plus 32. So, you have 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 128. So, sorry, that's 128. So, that 128. So, 192.168.1. Not 192.168.1 dot plus 32 again. So, 128 plus 32, that is 0. Carry 1. So, 6. This one, 160. So, 128. Next is 192.168.1 plus 32, that is 26789.192. Next is 192.168.1 plus 32, the 192. You have 192 plus 32, you have 2, 4, that is actually 4, 9, 10, 11, 12, so you have 2, okay, 1, 2, 2, 4. 2, 2, 4. So, these are your 8 networks. Okay? Your networks will start here. Okay? And again, your broadcast address is, okay, let me clear this one. If this is your network, okay, if this is your network, so this is your broadcast. So the last part, so 192.168.1 dot before sa 32, so that is 31. So that is your broadcast, and so on. So here, let me write it, 192.168.1.63. 192.168.1.95. 192.168.1.127, 192.168.1.159, 159. So next is 192.168.1.191. So not 192.168.1.223. So not 192.168.1. Ang pinaka-last jud ana because this is your network. So that is your 255. Okay? If you look at here, you have actually 32 hosts, di ba? You have 32 hosts from 0, including the 0 until 31, that is 32. If you include 32 until 63, that's still 32. And here, if you add 24, you count from starting with 24, 25, you will end up 32 numbers until you reach your 255. So this network are grouped with 32 hosts. Okay, but the usable host is deduct this network with 1 and deduct this network with 1. So that's why it's -2. So therefore, the usable host is just, for this part, network is just .1 and .30. So now, question. Where is our IP address belongs? So that is 153. So it belongs to your group number 5, right? It belongs to this group. So 128 in between of 159. So therefore, if let's say if this is the first one, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, so it belongs to CET. So this IP address that access belongs to the CET. That's the reason why it is very important to know subnetting, because later on, if you have troubleshooting, you are looking to securities, it is very, very important that you have this static IP addresses rather than doing the obtain automatically, because that could lead to security problems. Okay, so that's how you trace where does this IP address belongs to. Okay, so we'll have our next example. Okay, so our next example. Okay, so our next example. So we have here. Let's look. So I've discussed that one. So if you could look here. Okay, wait. So the broadcast is 128 to 159. So here 128 to 159, and our usable range for that is 129 to 158. So 129 to 158 only. Okay, so let's have our next example. So here, this problem commonly present in most of the certification exam in networking, like Cisco, Microtech, common siya. For example, okay, let's look in this problem. So this problem states that you have these networks. The first network is the admin network. The second network is faculty network. The third network is for the media network, and the last network is for the library network. Your first network, which is the admin network, has 44 users or 44 computers connected, or devices, or the user itself, while the faculty has a 60 number of users. While on the media network, it has 22 users, and lastly, your library network has 12 users. So from here, okay, I've answered it already. So which one is the usable subnet mask for the above condition? So for the above condition, unsa may usable subnet mask? So actually, the answer is 192. Why? Okay, let's start. Let's try to solve. Okay. Okay, let's understand why. Let me erase this one. Okay. Let us understand. Okay. Okay. Let us understand why. Why is the answer B? Okay. So from here, let's look first how many networks does this setup or this company have, or pila ka buok na ang network nila. So we know that we have 1, 2, 3, 4. We have 4 networks, di ba? We have 4 networks. And in order to solve networks, we have this formula which is 2, di ba? To solve the networks, you have 2 raised to the power of x, right? So that is for our network. So from here, we already know that we have 4 networks. So to solve this one, so if you have exponential, so the reverse of exponential is logarithmic. So you have ln, so transfer this one as x, then you have 2 equals ln of 4. So just put ln here, so you could transfer this one to multiplying ln. So after that, you have x is equals to ln of 4 over ln of 2. So your x is equivalent to ln of 4 over ln of 2. Let's try your calculator. So use scientific. ln versus ln. Okay, ln of 4 divided by 2 ln. So that is okay, so now we have here, so ln of 4 divided by ln of 2, which is equivalent to 2. So therefore, here we have our answer of 2. Meaning, di ba? Sa ato ang network, meaning we have network in our subnet mask, we have the dot, di ba? Kung mag-subnet mask ka, 255.255. 255, right? Yeah, 255.255. Dot. If you have 2, so therefore you have 2 ones, right? You have 1, 1, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0. That is 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 6. So therefore you have 2 ones. So if you have 2 ones, so therefore you have a network of 4. You have a host of 2 raised to the power of 6, that is 64. So if you have calculator, so let me delete this one. We use this one. 2 raised to the power 2 raised to the power of 6 equals, that is 64. Okay, so then this is your network, this is your number of hosts. Usable host is 64 minus 2, that is your 62 usable host. So nakay 62 usable host. So if you could check here, if you have this 2, therefore you have, what is this equivalent? That is 12a plus 64. So that is 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. That is 6, 7, 8, 9, 1. So that 192. So therefore, our answer here should be that 192. Okay? And we could check this one that this is really correct because